What is up, guys? Steve and Jeffrey of SJ Relics. I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I want to come to you with a couple of mail calls and also channel shout outs. And I want to do just a recap of this week's 10-day trapper challenge. So I'm going to share with you 10, I think I may have 11 here, of my favorite trappers in my collection. And I always love challenges like this. It makes me kind of dig everything out and see what I've got. And so shout out to Brother Rusty at Small Town Friendly Cutlery and Outdoors. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave any of that out. Here's his logo here. Definitely check his channel out. He's doing a few giveaways. Today, as of today, he's giving away a side draw sheath that will fit a case sodbuster and I think a Stockman. Just really cool channel, very laid back vibe. I spent many years in the Asheville area doing ministry and involved in quite a few churches up there. And Rusty definitely has that Asheville, Western North Carolina vibe. And anyway, check out his channel. Definitely subscribe to his channel and check out his videos and put some likes and comments on his videos. Help build that channel. Great guy, awesome guy, and has a hashtag right out of his chute that all of us have participated in, and it has been very fun. So Rusty, I thank you for that, Brother Rusty. So I think he refers himself to Uncle Rusty, but being that I'm older, I'm calling you Brother Rusty. I got a channel sticker swap from Brother Mickey over at Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors. Brother Mickey is just an amazing guy, turkey hunting guy, Clemson fan. Here's his other channel swap sticker here. Mickey, interesting note, whenever I first got into the whole EDC game, he was one of the channels that I came across through Brother Cornbread at Hunting for Hookers, and they were doing a bug out bag giveaway. I won that giveaway, and Mickey, my winning comment was on Mickey's channel, and Mickey's, of course, contributed to that. There were several channels that got together to make that happen, and I was beyond stoked to win it. But Brother Mickey has a incredible knife collection. Gets on there, shares about life, what's going on, and loves the Lord. Just check out his channel, check out his videos. You won't regret it. Definitely subscribe to his channel and follow his output of videos, and just kind of again sharing about his knives, and he also does. It is like a salve, a oil. You can condition knife handles with it. You can put it on what ails you, and it will help with those things. But check him out over there, Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors. Awesome guy. I don't know why we didn't sticker swap sooner, and I thank him for that, and I thank him for just being a friend in the knife community. Also, Mario, MIPD 1980, and I am looking here because I had his stickers right. Oh, here we are, right in front of me. Can't see that. So Mario, MIPD 1980. You don't have to guess or think too hard to know when this man was born, in 1980. And we did a sticker swap as well. And I had the honor. Mario was one of the first guys that I did leather for. In fact, the first one, I'm going to show this slip. So I did a slip. At the time, I was doing these slips with a little cutout design, more of a square design, kind of based off of Aaron from AW Custom Designs slip design, because he was doing a little curved square design. So I did a slip. There was a squared slip. It had the Indian. It was one of the first painted Indians that I did. And I used this, what I call the Fruit Loops stitching here. And I used that on his, and you will see it. And I stamped it so hard that around the letters is the squares of the actual stamp. that I used. So, but anyway, he carries that slip, uses it. It was for his Sodbuster Jr. And I'm just honored every time I see it. And his spread there of EDC. Awesome, awesome channel. Mario is a man who loves the Lord, he's a family man. He's done some mods on some Zippos, some mods on some knives. You never know what he's going to have going on over there. So definitely check out his channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to his channel. Again, Mario at MIPD 1980. Wonderful, wonderful brother in the Lord and brother in the life community. So check him out. And when you see that slip over there with this design, you'll know where I was aiming at. But check these out. These were for another brother in the knife community. He doesn't have a channel, and I'm not going to shout out his name, but I had the honor of doing this. Is for a full-size trapper, and this one's for JJ Jackson. They probably won't tell too much by that, but anyway, I got to do a trio for a father and two sons, and those were fun projects this week. And again, for trapper size knives, those will be going out. And again, to shout out to Chris, I'll just go ahead and just say it, Chris Jackson, for ordering those slips and giving me the honor and the privilege of making those slips. As far as slips, I am up to my eyeballs, guys. So right now, if you send me an order, the response you'll get will be that I will pick up at a later date. I just got to finish everything that's on my board and get those out and keep the timing as far as because that is the key. I promise people and I tell people a time that I'm going to have things done by, and I want to be able to stick to that. And also I just want to still keep slip making and leather work fun and my hobby. So but I thank you guys for y'all's support. I thank you guys for y'all's zeal and encouraging me in my gift. So I appreciate that so much. And not that I'm not going to do leather work for hire, but I'm just kind of taking a pause on orders right now. I've got to process and get through everybody that I've got written down that I've promised something to. So I want to be done before Christmas. So anyway, that is pretty much everything I had on the list. I did write myself a list today. Let's get into these trappers. Awesome, awesome trappers. I didn't realize it, but I think it's my favorite pattern. It's probably one of my most carried. I was an elephant toe man for a while. I've carried a Stockman. I've said many times I've carried a Stockman for years. It was just my go-to. Maybe it was because of where I worked, and I used to be in hairdressing. You had to dress up, so I always utilized that fifth pocket or my regular pocket. And this was before the time of slips and all that stuff. So I carried a Stockman for many years, but I have accumulated, and I'll put it that way, I've accumulated a whole bunch of trappers and trapper variants. So without further ado, let's get into this. One other thing, I want to share a mail call. And this was actually really important for me to share because it's Brother Chris from Daily. Chris collects specifically 1979 knives. Most of them are cases. He does modifications to those knives. He loves single blade knives. His knife videos, and I'm leaning over because check out his channel, subscribe. He is doing exactly what I would like to do as a channel. He is modifying knives at a very high level, doing beautiful, beautiful work. If you love to everything from knife cleanups to some pretty serious knife modifications where he's like taking them apart and breaking them down and making them into an elegant focal piece in his pocket and part of his EDC carry. Check out his channel. Awesome dude. Awesome channel. Again, that is Chris at Daily. Check him out. And without further ado, I'm going to open this. And I was going to do a tabletop, but I'm going to open this here just like this. And this is my, anybody wondering, that was my Boker Trapper, one I got at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And I have been carrying that and loving it. Great knife, single blade, thin in the pocket, and he has got this thing taped up pretty good. So I showed a 1985 presidential inauguration for Reagan and George Walker, Herbert Walker Bush, I do believe. And so I showed that the other day, and he responded to that. He says, hey, I have something I think you might be interested in. And sorry guys, I just wanted to do a tabletop on this. This was just too cool not to. I got this letter and this package from Chris, and I just want to read this here. It says, how are you, sir? I hope this finds you well. I almost feel silly singing this because it's so small. Haha. I am new, so I don't have any swag or stickers to send to you, and I apologize. I will try to figure that stuff out in the near future. I saw your Reagan inaugurational invitation, which was such a cool historical document to have, and I just couldn't help thinking this would be cool with it, and it brings it back to knives. It's no big deal, but I just wanted to send something out and make contact. I feel a bit isolated in this hobby here in LA. Do with this knife as you wish, of course. Don't feel obligated to mention this on your channel. Well, haha, too late. I mentioned it on the channel. Only if you think it adds to the story, and have a great day. Well, Chris, it absolutely adds to the story, and brother, I much respect to you and to your channel. Again, everybody, Chris at Daily, this guy is doing it on a level that I'm wanting to get to myself. So, no doubt. So here this is. I've already taken a peek because I saw what it was. I haven't opened it yet, but here it is. Dude, here's the knife. Reagan Bush, 1980. And go back and check out that it was last week's. It was me sharing that invitation. And very cool piece. Dude, that is so awesome. Reagan Bush, 1980. Of course, this is from 1980, so this was from their first time as president and vice president. The inaugural invitation I have is from 1985, so it was the second go-round of because President Reagan was a two-term president. Here's the back, so I can guarantee this is probably Novelty Knife Company. Very nice blade on that. Made in the USA. Dude, this is awesome. So awesome. Needs a little oil. So I have two Coca-Cola knives that are actually built same build quality. So I guarantee this is Novelty Knife Company. Dude, awesome. I'm so honored to have this as part of my collection, and I will absolutely combine those two together and make a display of it. As like I said, we switch our displays in our house out pretty seasonally, and so this will be part of the election season. Yeah, you know, showing a little patriotic pride. And I did. To me, Reagan was a very endearing president. Though there were some people that probably felt opposed to him, I felt like he was a president that did bring the nation together and did govern for the people. So I am very honored to have this in my collection. Chris, thank you so much. Guys, check out Daily. Awesome channel. If you haven't subbed to his channel yet, you're missing out. You will not be disappointed in the least. So check him out. And Chris, thank you for your friendship, and just thank you for this amazing and awesome gift. These, I'm gonna get into it here with these trappers. Trying not to make this video too long. These are what I carried for the week. So this is the Co-Protect. You guys have seen this. It is the hidden release. You can see all my schmutz from where I do use my knives. I've been using this one this week. This is in white bone. This was at the time the cheapest option. I did say on a video this week that I got that one for $49. Okay, I remembered later I got it for $59 with tax. So it was $59 at Port Royal Pawn and Gun, and this was early on in my video and knife collecting deal, and I thought that was such a deal. I got a second one of these at that time because I found out how much these were going for. Since then, they do have another hidden release up there, but not at this price. I think it's in the $65 range, and it's the all aluminum handle version of this. The other trapper I carried this week was this is Solingen, Germany. This is the Boker, and of course it's got the acid etched blade. It's got the burlap micarta handles, copper bolsters, pins and bolsters. Awesome knife. Very slim in the pocket. Wonderful carry. One of my new favorites for sure. I've been carrying this yellow Delrin. This is a 2014. Sorry, I had to pause there. I was having a brain poop, that whole dot thing. Anyway, great knife. I got this one in the upstate. Of course, we've all seen the spade blade on one of these. And just awesome carry. I really love that one, and I do carry it often. This was my 50th birthday present, and I'm not going to go through all these blade by blade. As you can see, I've been using it, and I got to clean her up, but I've enjoyed this amber bone trapper. 50th birthday. I love it. In that line, and of course I've just given 2 of these away on the channel, which thank you guys again for that giveaway, making that giveaway awesome and helping grow the channel. I had to open one for myself. Same knife, pocket one red bone. Just an awesome carry. I love I'm all over the place today here. I love that strawberry bone look on the ends on this one. That's one reason I thought, yeah, I got to keep that one. So another awesome knife, awesome carry. This was one I found in a pawn shop here locally. This is a Golden Gun pawn shop here in Port Royal. This one came in. It came in this wooden box. This is Johnny Morris. Some of you guys will recognize this from the Ozarks. Top of the Rock, Ozark Heritage Preserve. It came in this box. It's got the paperwork with it. And this is a white bone trapper. This is a 2016. And that's the one I was wanting to confuse the other tang stent with earlier. It has that sorry for the jets flying over today. They have been really active today. It has that CNC'd out bone where it's raised and then been blackened, and of course then you sand the top to make it really pop there. Cool knife, cool carry. Again, 2 blades. And then the other knife, and I've carried this a few times now, and got to do a cool short with it. And again, guys, I'm not spending a lot of time on these. I'm just showing you what I towed it this week for this trapper challenge. This one's in D2. Great knife. I love those tortoise handles. I love the spade blade on these Bokers. Really cool spade blade as opposed to the spade blade on the case, which I love the case, but I just like how distinct. And let me see see, this is the Boker, and that's the case. I just love that profile, that really sharp bump down they do on that. Again, very cool knife. I'll leave those out just like that. I'm gonna set Reagan and Bush over here because I don't want them to get messed up in the fray here. This is a Rough Rider. I showed this and the baby brother to this week on a short. This was one that my father-in-law had purchased. I've been carrying it. This is that is the ideal Rough Rider tank stamp, RIDER, and of course with the horseshoe. I love the knives from this era. I love the bone on this one, front and back. Look at that. That's really cool. Kind of has that grayed out look. Very, very cool knife. Again, awesome looking spay blade. This one is totally put together and just looks great in all the right places. This is one that I haven't carried this week, but I'm probably going to be carrying this one tomorrow. This is a made in Ireland Imperial. There's a tang stamp. I paid $10 for this one at a festival in the upstate. It was actually Oktoberfest up in Lake Clinton, South Carolina. It's already got some carbon spots. Again, I'm gonna carry this one. This is a very sharp knife. A lot of these Irish made Imperials are kind of, I don't know. There's some they're made different than the American counterparts, but I like this one. Very cool knife, solid, very good snap on that, and as far as the construction on the back, just clean. Again, they do the clamshells on this, and then they've got these like plastic, you can hear it, the caps that kind of go over, and the shield is part of the if you pulled these off, the shield's just kind of there, part of the metal punched out and raised up. Cool knife. And this last one I want to show, I found this in a pawn shop, and this was another pawn shop here in town. As you can see, it has been rode hard and hung up wet. I could not get a shield from Case for this knife, and supposedly this is a 1980. Now you see this blade was whittled down, the tip was broke. It's very sharp. I made the best out of it I could. I straightened it out. It had that big smiley face, and then of course the tip was gone. So it's a small blade, but it's a cutter. It's a cutter. On the back, it has that 61048 SS. It is pitted, even though it's stainless steel, it's pitted here as well. And then it's got the Case, XX, SS. And some people say there's a carbon spot, and some people say that is a dot. And maybe it is. It's a tiny dot right here. But supposedly this is a 1989. I'm not sure. Like I say, Case said that they couldn't send me a shield for this one. They didn't say that it was a fake, but they just I've held this knife suspect just because of I don't know, just something about it. I don't know if they were faking these, but this knife has been used. Like I say, it's sharp. It's got the tang stamp, and then the number on the back. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. But that shield was missing, and I would have liked to have gotten a shield for it just because. But there we go. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. What is the verdict on this knife? It looks pretty legit, but then like I say, something about that tang stamp and that dot just seems a little weak. There you go. See, that looks more like a pit to me than a dot. But y'all let me know what you think. I forgot this one. This one was in my pocket too. This is actually today's carry. This is by United Cutlery brand. It has half stops. It is a Ford knife. It's a 2487. This is, of course, built on a mini trapper frame here. Very cool knife, very clean. I love the bone on this one. I did post a short about this one this morning. There's a spay blade. This was actually, it's actually one of my daughter's knives, but again, she cleaned out in her room. This one went in my collection. Of course, it can always be hers. But today I am carrying it because I thought it was stinking cool. But very, very cool knife. Very solidly made. Again, no gapping on those back springs. I have not encountered a whole bunch of knives from United Cutlery, not that I know of, at least not knowingly. But man, this one's got some cool jigging on the handle. And again, I like it. It was in my pocket just now. I've been carrying it all day today, but that's another one. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these trapper knives. Again, I've enjoyed carrying these. I've enjoyed being a part of this challenge. Let's continue to lift one another up as a community. And as a community, these are crazy times, guys. And I am more and more thoroughly convinced that Jesus is coming back soon. And I just want to tell anyone our only hope is Christ and Christ alone. So let's look to him. And for those of us in Christ, let's look up, because our redemption draweth nigh. But here we go. Have a wonderful weekend. Get out there, do something. And wherever you go, whatever you do, carry a good knife. This is Stephen Jeffrey of SJ Relics again saying thank you and God bless.